for. But first, before we can start, we need a different sound track. Where are we? I guess school's over, so let's get us some teenage traffic. As soon as school lets up for the day, I head in the direction of the auditorium, where Fang and the band, sorry, I legally can't say it any other way, are going to have the practice session. I had to get Sienna off my back. I like how Sienna is like barely that big of an element, and she's like, I gotta get her off my back. Since you wanted to go hard the first day of my training. Oh yeah, that. Almost forgot that happened. Thankfully, I had a solid excuse to postpone running like hell. Though her words of having a running session to school every morning from now on made me not want to wake up ever. She had it all thought out too. Ask my address before telling me what she was up to. What is it? Isn't this like the second one where it's like, run to school? I'm like, bitch, these people live in America. They can't walk to the grocery store, let alone their high school. They'll get killed by cars. It doesn't even have to be a driver. This driverless car is just dramming into people. Continuing to walk towards the auditorium, I spot two figures in the distance, coming from the opposite end of the hallway. It'd be odd if you saw them, you know, from behind you, like you were peeking over your shoulders like a weirdo. As the distance between us closes, I recognize who they are. It's Fang and... How the hell would you not recognize them on sight? Why did you need to close distance? Anon is the only human in school, and Fang dress is extremely obvious, and has wings! She's your mom! I can't recognize my mom! Thankfully, no, but he will attempt to blind himself at output. Fully check its sawdust. You say that, but it's worth pointing out that snakes have, like, skin over their eyeballs, so when they molt, their skin comes with it. I don't know if it's every snake, but it does mean that, no, they got a little extra protection. Tesla car, or actively hunt for what Elon called feet users. Do not drive your car with your feet! That will identify you as a pedestrian. By the murder mobiles. I hurriedly made my way to them. Oh, hey, Amber, you were here. Feeling better? Fang's question made Anon look at me curiously. Yeah, just had some feelings you needed to sort out. I promise you, though, I'm 100% right now. I made sure to put on the peppiest attitude I could without looking weird. Oh, no! It's Naomi 2.0. Fang smiles at me, saying that it was good to know that I was better now. You live in the same house. I'm sorry to have worried you. It was making a bit of small talk. How the fuck is a 15-year-old having any conversation whatsoever with two 18-year-olds? I don't know what to tell you, man. That's not how that works. They're not your parents. With Fang leading the way up until we reach the doors to the auditorium, we stop waiting for Fang to open. Why Fang? Also, I feel like there's something that needs to be pointed out about this, right? Can this Anon and this Fang ever actually be her parents? Can they actually ever be her parents? Because, given how, like, fundamentally, they can never be her parents, because they cannot birth this person, because this is not part of her parents' history, right? So any Amber that does pop out of this communion is going to be a very different Amber. Like, you physically cannot make Amber. Also, they seem to be on a very different trajectory, which also means they are not the Amber, the Anon and the Fang that we know. So, like, how are these your parents at all? Right? I mean, they look like him probably, but in a solid philosophical sense, you're kind of mistaken. You know, you got to get one of those Aristotles in here. In frustration, Fang sighs. Really? Are you blind or something? It odds at the guitar cases they have in hand. Oh crap! I want to know why. Amber's a good girl. She opens doors for people. Why did you do it here? Because we gotta keep the joke in? Wouldn't it make more sense for a time travel story for you to not have this happen because Amber's different? Like, have Amber's character trait fucking communicate into the story and cause that? Whatever. Both and I were able to stumble open doors for Fang. We just trip over each other like fools. Hopefully I'm not right. We just treat it like... Ultimately, Anon is the one to open the door to allow Fang to answer. Ladies first, he says. The comment gets him to stomp on the foot as Fang passes by. There's Apple's a lady! Come on! He screams in pain, but is still holding the door open, so I'm everyone inside thanking him. The auditorium is mostly dark inside. I mean, I can't imagine they're allowed to just turn all the lights on, save for the stage. The top of it is Reed and Trish with everything already set up. Hey, Fang, what took you so long? Trish is waving Fang over. Just had to grab something. Trish then begins to squint her eyes in our direction, only for them to widen in surprise. I can get why Amber is here, given she's your daughter. Wait, what? Yeah, come on, Fang, read the script already. Spoilers. What is he doing here? Fang pops onto stage and drops the cases on the floor. Proving a dumbass bigot wrong. Fang's harshness was Anna rattled me, but it was calmed down by so. Wasn't Fang like being playful about that? I always got the impression that Fang was like mean-spirited with that comment. Hey, how's Encore doing, huh? Whenever Encore isn't being talked about, Sapphire should ask, "Where's Encore?" Let me look it up. The new demo patch was March 3rd, and that's like their pinned fucking... The pinned fucking thing is from March 3rd. I'm pretty sure at this rate, Snoot game was made in less time. From the beginning of production to right now. We gotta suffer, we gotta record all the voice lines. All I can tell you is listen, man. Furry, keep moving. This is a scaly neighborhood. What the hell? All I can say to that is, like, I've been in exactly one project, and all I can tell you is that, you know, just do it right. It doesn't take that much time to get your voice acting done. You know, the funniest shit would be if everyone who's like, what's his name again? Nick? Nick is a girl! It turns out that Nick has always actually been a guy and never actually portrayed as a girl. It's just like a stage persona. Ugh, that'd be the funniest shit. It's like with Bridget, but worse. Because they fooled themselves. They fooled themselves! Although I don't know if it's really fooling at that point, but... waggles my finger. At myself, really. So you admit the smart ones. Hearing Anon's witty reply brought a slight smile to my face. Seems to remind me of the exchange Mom and Dad used to have. Not as aggressive, though. I've never heard Mom call Anon a skinny. It's really weird that she does it now. Wouldn't it be like really funny, right? If this Amber, the one that's in this story, is like from a completely different world. Like, in her world, Fang never had a punk phase at all, right? Like, her Fang never fell for Trish, never had the band. And Anon got over himself. You know? It's like a completely different version. It's a way nicer one. Out of nowhere, Fang grabs something out of Trish's hands and throws towards Anon, smacking him right in the face. What the fuck? Oh, wait. No. What the fuck? The one who said that wasn't Anon, but rather the victim. No. The one who said that was not Anon, the victim, but rather it was Trish. Why rather it was? Why not? But I don't know. I feel like that sentence needs rewrite. Anon picks up the fall lines from the ground and inspects it. Curious as well, lean closer. Take a look at it. Some sort of abstract art, I think? Your mom is a musician! You know what a guitar pick is! Or oh god, no, I realized this is a CD case, isn't it? Oh no, she threw this fucking... Oh. Oof. Does Amber even know what a CD is? Like in 2044, does your child know what a CD-ROM is? I can distinctly notice the words. No, you can read the words. You don't notice words, you read them, if you're reading them. I can read the words Worm Drum on it, however. Why do you have to distinctly notice? Like, this part is not, like, abstracted like the rest is. It's maybe, like, you know, Windows Word, goofy word art, but I don't think the carton tube would hurt. It does make a funny sound. Fang, I just made that in art class. How the fuck did you get that printed? Who printed this for you? Who cut it into a jewel case shape? Pierce was quick to make a displeasure known. Fang brushes it off. Top, I can't ban him. It's like Picasso had a seizure. I found myself giggling at that one, turning me and laughing. And then looks over at Fang. With eyes demand explanations to why I don't say. Why is no one asking why a 15-year-old is hanging out with these 18-year-olds? They're all like 18, 19, and you have this fucking 15-year-old right? Like, come, get this woman out of here. She's like 3/4 your age. He was being an ass. I was! Never changed. So, why are we having this? Shouldn't this be like the bad? Just fucking rewrite the scene. Have it be a little sassier. Come on. Have fun. Don't do time travel and just do the same thing. That's Einstein tells you shouldn't do that. The band then starts quarreling with Fang over a couple of things. This is why Anon was here. Why is no one asking why Amber is here? She's sick. She's like 15, 16. She shouldn't be here. You're too old to be hanging out with a kid like her who's in freshman. I can assure you, like, if you're a bunch of punk kids who already don't like most people in the world, a straight-laced, like, freshman like Amber's like the last person you want in your room. Why is everyone so chill with her? Is she a capybara? Is Anon in her world a capybara? To which Fangs stated that they won't have to prove him wrong. Meaning that they had to play the guitar for the band. Shit! I did that thing where I lost something again. Well, give me a minute. I gotta find it. Oh, this is bad. Luckily I have a really good flashlight. Un momento. I may or may not have almost spilled an entire bag of Twix onto my floor. Because I wanted some chocolate. Because I'm hungry. Because take a fucking guess who's been busy! Alright. I can only watch on, though in approval of Fag have a guitar. And picks up a bass for some reason. What? So I can only hope. Don't only. Just stop onlying. This isn't OnlyFans, so I can only hope they play the guitar later. Whatever, let's just go through with onion math money by Tuesday, and if I don't get it, I will stomp on your child. What kind of som name is that? You're, like, 15. If you're, like, this is a thing that I think is worth pointing out, right? If Amber comes from ending 4, and it's, like, straight ending 4 with everything else being the same, surely, at some point her mother has brought up, like, any of this. In some capacity. It feels really weird. Cause, like, this is like formative stuff. You should know. Even just by stumbling across an old guitar or something. I guess she's too good of a girl to actually do anything with that. Lame. Balking at the abhorrent sense of the band, we get ready to start playing. 3, 2, 1, go! And then the... I like that they put that in there. Slarp doesn't need that, but it's nice. The band begins playing after Fang's countdown. We found afterwards as a first-hand experience of the music we'd heard before. The whole song felt like a dissonant flashbang of the senses. It's only in the ears, man. My vision turned white and my ears were ringing. That's because you're standing next to the speaker. Have some distance. Respect the music, man. My man. My homeboy Slice. My little soft serve sundae. Get it? Because she's like a pale white color, and probably very soft and fluffy, and she has a gingerbread heart. Once the song finished, I could feel myself return to normal. Ugh, their life is even worse. It's just not it. How'd they even settle on 2 bases? 2 asses! A glance at Anon shows that he's recuperating from the assault as well. Ugh. Nope, I don't want to do that one. What? Wait, what? Apparently, the U.S. government is now posting soy jacks. It's a bit of an odd play, but I guess. All right, where were you? See, totally awesome, right? Fang's voice shifts all focus to them. They're sweating somewhat, but what catches my attention is that they look considerably distressed. Dude, what the hell? Fang, that's self-harm. Please cease. And I are holding back the beginnings of our respected grimaces. I'm pretty sure you grimaced through the entire song already. I think you should...
I think you should give the guitar a try.
He says with a pause. Oh, shut up. You don't know anything about music. Trish is quick to try and discredit Anon. I don't think she's trying. I think she is. Anon doesn't. But Fag isn't even fazed about Trish's comment. So, Amber, what do you think? What do you care? You're trying to be adult, right? You're trying to make this your fucking job. Why do you give a shit about what a crappy, straight-laced 16-year-old thinks about things? Come on! I'm not saying they should constantly discredit Amber as a person, but, like, they just met her, and they should, at the very least, be, like, a little bit of, like, Amber, I know what you're trying to do, but you are not my age, and I have finals. You know, that kind of stuff. It's minimal, keeping her at a respectable distance. You don't need to have your family on your nose. Shouldn't Fang, who is, like, constantly bitching that Nasser is up her ass, be, like, annoyed that basically Amber's doing the same thing? I feel like you're kind of missing several important beats of the song here. Fang now has put me on the spot, so all eyes turn to me. I close my eyes for a brief moment to try and break contact with that gaze as I steel myself to say the truth. Cost a little. I think you'd be better with guitar. The smile begins to grow in Fang's face, anticipation. Again, isn't like the whole point. I feel like this author just doesn't understand what he's actually doing with the plot, which is probably why we eventually get Toho. Might as well. They set down the bass and pick up a guitar from one of the cases. Fang looks happy and how things are... Trish looks quite unhappy with how things are turning out, however. Are you really going through with this? Didn't we decide that Verm Drama was better with only drum and bass? The questions get me thinking about the doable nature of such a band setup. How? You know this, but you don't know that your mom used to be in a band? Again, there's so much incongruity here with how Amber as a character is supposed to function in the greater narrative. Like, let me put my little beans down, right? I feel like you could make a more interesting story by having this be a completely separate timeline. Amber does not know about the past between these two characters, so she doesn't understand why her mom was like this, because mom was always like, oh, no, I was just a normal kid in school. Anon was kind of up his ass, but he got over it pretty quickly. And these are, like, the Flanderized versions of them. Like, Anon, like, maybe her dad, Anon, sure, he was on 4chan, he was a bit of a shithead. But, you know, as he grew up, he was like, this is immature stuff, I got more important things to do. And then he met Fang, and they were both kind of, like, moderate adults. You know, they were growing up. They weren't, you know, quite there yet, because they're 18, but, you know. And these are, like, those things cranked up to 11. So Amber doesn't understand anything. And as Amber tries to help them, because she's like, oh no, you can be better, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're 15. You're a freshman. Your family. I don't give a shit about my family. And so Amber is hit with the emotional distress of like, my mom doesn't even like me. My dad doesn't like me. I can't talk to them because they keep treating me like a child, which is fair, because you are a fucking child. You're their child. So you end up with a far more interesting dynamic. But we get none of that. All I'm saying is there's a really good story here, and you're kind of pissing on the potatoes. Anon is quick to correct me about my future knowledge, saying that only 2 bands have done it at this point in time. Another argument. Also, it's 2044. Surely in 24 years, another band has pulled it off. Another argument starts. Oh wait, is that why she knows 3? That'd be a good joke. Is that the joke here? I feel like you need to be a little thicker. Ugh. Still feels weird. Like over time, whatever. That's cute though. Kinda fucking shit up with that though, because that's weird that she would. Argument asks. That starts as Fang asks Trish what the deal is. And just getting the guitar out. It quickly grows heated as Trish refuses the idea. Labeling it as a waste of time they could be practicing. So basically, Fang is already like on Team Anon with this. Which again is like really contradictory for starting off with a fucking jump scare for E1. Fang's frustration shows on their face, mad at Trish's words as they confront her over how the band has been doing things. I haven't even listened to Fang play the guitar before settling on double basses. It's just, Trish's rebuttal is merely how the band has done things democratically, settled by votes. As silence dominates the bands, they all contemplate the next words carefully, because otherwise the band can be at risk of falling apart. I hold my breath, scared that a single exhale will shatter the fragile air in the auditorium. I'll suffocate. It was then, in the darkness next to me, that a voice spoke out in defense of Fang. Just give Fang a chance, will you? Have you ever even let them play guitar?
Just give Fang a chance, will you? Have you ever even let them play guitar with the band?
It was Anon who, in my eyes, seemed to shine ever so slightly. Why do you even need to do anything, Amber? It seems like your mom and dad are fine. Just go home. Everyone knows that if you kill yourself in the past, whoever sent you to the past is like, ah, fuck, and has to send you back to the future. Because God or the Time Lord is going to be like, you dumbass. Fucked up. I was supposed to teach them a lesson. Yeah, but we're not doing functional immortality, so she's going back to the future. As if they were Fang's light in the dark. Shut up! I get that they're your parents, but come on. His words bring the band to a halt and they stand stunned. Who the fuck is Anon? Why do they care what this dumbass has to say? Fang slowly turns to look at Anon in surprise. Is this the first time Dad did something for Mom? So I potentially witnessed the start of my parents. That's the wrong apostrophe S. It's S apostrophe because it is the plural possessive. I celebrate in slight glee as thoughts of their romance are flooding my mind with endless possibilities. So Anon makes the good choice. So Amber could just go home and it's fine, right? Amber's the one causing ending 1 to happen, like fucking it up. Which is also a very fun way of doing things. Like, have the non-ending 1 do stuff, and because they're an idiot, they fuck it up worse. I'm brought down from my cloud as Anon continues to hammer on this point. Maybe you could have it be like, ending 3 Fang would be a good one. Because she's already messed up. You could have it be ending 2 Anon, who just wants to get through it. Like, there's a lot of ways to make that work, and make it interesting. And be about, like, it's easy to assume you know better. It's the big risk of time travel stories. You really are, fat friend. You should at least let them try. She left speechless as she tried to say something. Only to not say anything multiple times. Ultimately, she throws up her hands in defeat. Ugh. Fine. I guess we can try with the guitar. Ready to start jamming, Fang calls out to her bandmates. Alright, this time we're doing I Gave the Kids Jonestown Special, and I'm going to jail. And her eyes slump in exasperation, and it goes nothing. It's Fang's directions they start their performance, as opposed to the slow tune from before. This time Fang's going 110% on the guitar. Like a bird that's finally been let out of their cage, free to spread their wings. Why would you know any of this? Like, your mom is a teacher, as far as I can tell, at high school. So you've never, like, this implies knowledge you shouldn't have, or don't seem to have. The difference was like night and day. Soon, I found myself enjoying the song and nodding along to the rhythm. While the playing wasn't stellar, it was definitely a step in the right direction. It was my opinion as the song came to an end. I think it's quick to tell Trish of the vast difference with a smile on their face. See, totally better with a guitar, Trish. Amidst their joy, Anon jumps on stage with a smug grin on his face. Ha!
I win!
We all collectively turn to Anon, to which Fang immediately gets a look of realization. Oh, god damn it! There goes my fleeting thoughts of blooming romance. I get a little disappointed at Anon's lack of tact. He's your dad! Why do you keep calling him Anon? Like, I get from like a narrative point of view that makes sense, but so much of this is implied to be your thoughts as they happen. Like, shouldn't you be like trapped calling them mom and dad for a while before you shake it off? It's been like a week. Dozens of Spalaxes. Well, they've not even is one Spalaxes. So, just a normal band now? Anon gets a scowl from Trish before she decides to bring it to a void. Unfortunately, it's one voice for sticking with double basses and a whopping 4 voices for sticking with guitar. I also find myself raising my hand. As soon as the vote ends, Fang jumps up in excitement. A brief discord over how the songs are handled ensues. It is resolved. There's only one instrument needs to be redone. You know, you can just one. You know, totally no synergies or harmony. SMH in my head. Oh, poor guy. As the conversation dies down, Trish, in a noticeably sour mood, looks at me. What about you? You gonna play or chicken out? The figurative spotlight is now on me. If you get on stage, the actual spotlight's on you. It's time! I hop on stage and look at Trish. Well, I wouldn't pass up this chance, so get ready! My confidence serves to piss Trish off, who looks about ready to tear into me. I pick up another spare guitar Fang brought with them from its case. I strum the strings to see if the guitar is properly tuned. It only needs a couple of minor adjustments, meaning I was ready to go. Play Wonderwall! I hook up the guitar to the amp. Fang uses pride and take my position on stage. The band gets off the stage to let me play, but I yell out to stop Reed from doing so. Hey Reed, can I ask you to play the drums? Reed looks at me confused. You want me to play with you? Even though you're supposed to show us your skill? Of course! How am I supposed to play a good song without some good drums? My answer leaves Reed stupefied before he regains his senses. He happily hops back behind his drum set. You're cheating! Alright, Amby. What do you need from your pal, Reed? Reed picks up a stick, waiting for my instructions. I need to play me this beat with a mix of drum and cymbal. I start clapping a beat to which Reed simply listens and tries to get a feel for it. Once he's heard enough, he started practicing on his drums. What, like this? What he's playing is mostly on par, but needs a tiny bit of adjustment. Just have him do it right. You don't need to fucking... I continue to circle until I get the sound I'm looking for. Wow, great that we had that extra line in there. Alright. Alright, am I go okay? Reed nods in confirmation, waiting for my signal. I face the spectators and take a deep breath. You got this, Samba, showtime! I begin my countdown and as it ends, I stop playing. I need to look up what a Spalax is now. I'm too curious. What is a Spalax? What the hell is that? What the hell? Why does it look like that? What is... It has no eyes? This looks so dumb. Oof. What a mysterious creature. It looks so fake. Jesus Christ, what a terrifying thing. Something about it, man. My lips are so dry. I don't know why. It's probably because I knocked up all that dust cleaning my room. The song begins, and Reen and me give it our all from the onset. My focus is entirely on playing. Duh! Since the song we're performing is meant to be played with one main and one backup guitar. For the sake of demonstrating my skill, I decided to switch guitar lines at certain points, as the main doesn't play for a good portion of the song. You know, the main singer is just supposed to be singing all the time, and I don't want to bother. The song sounds good enough as we approach the switch points, okay? I honestly don't fucking care. Do it one more time from the top non-stop. You know what this story feels like at times? It feels like Amber is like her own self-insert, right? The whole thing kind of feels like Amber is like the self-insert of her own life. She's Mary Stewing herself. How do you even do that? Spears, I get the sense that a naive freshman is interacting with a delinquent senior. I love the term delinquent. Mrs. Roberts in the auditorium. See, someone here understands the actual problems with these characters being in the same room for extended periods of time. Mrs. Roberts, your brave and noble sacrifice will not be forgotten. Anyway, they'll open the song. Fang, what are you doing, Fang? It's Jesus Christ. Like, what the... Who the fuck is Amber to these people? Wow, it's really weird how he just instantly became friends with everyone. Like, especially considering that for the most part, we don't really care about freshmen. It's really weird. Like, Reed is kind of alright because they had that other scene and Reed's generally a cool guy. But, like, Fang and Trish are trying to be hardcore cool guys, so they wouldn't. They just wouldn't. This is gonna rock and roll. I'm gonna walk and roll all night. I'm gonna walk and roll. You're my friend now. We have soft talk? We're gonna have soft tacos later. I love that stupid little line. To perform earnestly alongside Mom. Why have you never done that before? Why is your mom such a dick? It's culminated to a spectacular finish, as we all hit one final strong note on the looping point. They're all breathing hard. Why is Reed so into it? Fang is sweating buckets. I can't believe I'm cold-blooded and I'm still sweating. I turn to look through the audience seats, and I see them. Trish with a maw wide open. Trish is probably trying to catch flies, Amber. Don't be mean about it. Lion has a stunned expression on his face. Safe to say that we knocked the ball out of the park.
That was awesome.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, cool. Why is... Fucking Sienna's here too? God damn. Trish gets replaced by Fong time travel daughter in La Banda. Oh man, that's so mean. I love how after all this we have to include. God damn, it's so. You know how I mentioned before, and it still kind of feels like it a lot. That what's it called? Falling Down feels like a telenovela in terms of like how sloppy and just hot dog shit the writing is. I feel in a weird way this is the same, but it's like done somewhat well enough. And like everything somehow does and doesn't line up. And it feels like it's all designed to work on camera more than actually work as a story. It's been a couple of days of performance at school. Sienna showed up at my door and you would run. Didn't even let up on Saturday. We just ran around the city for a couple hours. A couple of hours?! A couple of fucking hours?! No, I'm not against Sienna doing anything. It's like, why did she show up for this? Like, it makes her kind of creepy to, like, be spying on this random person who showed up to school one day. Like, I get that they want to fucking make out, but jeez, man. It's really weird, and I feel like the scene needs to be written a bit differently to actually work. But, like... couple of fucking hours? You've been at this for a week? And you're taking on like an actual proper sprint? What the hell? The hell trader began once again. This I'm going to die. Take some rest days. Like when you're building this shit up, you need to take it easy or your body is going to explode. You're getting faster already. You went for several hours! Once you can run for more than an hour, I assure you, you're doing well. What the fuck? We're super early though. What you wanna do? In all honesty, I just prefer laying down right now. I don't see anything, however. The garden sounds fine. Auntie Rosa. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because Anna goes to the gardens around this point because of Naomi. Is this really why they're here? It'd be the goofiest fucking reason. If Anon shows up in this scene, I'm gonna laugh. This is so dumb. Buenos dias. I see you brought a friend with you today, Sienna. Even the Sierra and Rosa are always acquainted with each other. Wow! Your OC already knows one of the other main cast. Wow! I forgot what voice I gave Sienna. So she will not be voiced at all. Ah, esta chica. Did she make you run here? She often does herself cariño. Rosa's not talking to me, though the only part I could understand was the question. Jesus fucking Christ. Surely, having her in your life in such a way that you call her Auntie Rosa, your capacity to speak Spanish should be a little fucking better than that. I just feel that if you're gonna call her Auntie Rosa, you know enough to know what Buenos Dias is, chica, or fucking cariño. And we're gonna be forced into every Snoot scene. So far, she's not actually been forced into the flower scene with Naomi. But she is going pretty toe-to-toe for, like, you should not be here. Oh, but it's alright. I don't mind it. I quickly covered for Sierra's brutal regime, despite me not being okay with it at all, for her sake. What a great relationship you're building with your friend. You're lying to her. On day one! Rosa looks at me dubiously. If you say so. Though if she ever gets too tough, just tell me. I'll give her a talking to with my chancla. Smacks her on the face. Ah! Naomi is going to be really concerned that Anon has been seeing a lot with Amber. Hey, Anon, I know that you're a weird internet creep who like, harasses children online. Why are you hanging out with this actual, literal child all the time? Especially since this is a child you don't know. Also a child that looks a lot like the woman you're, like, lusting after. I just feel there's some problems we need to talk about here, buddy. You just fucking know that Anna would say, it's just not a problem. We're both in high school. And so Naomi, like, smile drops. It's like, oh, god damn it, really? If she ever gets through, okay. Gianna's taking it back, and she looks at me with the most pitying look she could muster, begging me never to sick Rosa on her. And not to reassure her, he got it. Eso me recuerda. You look very similar to Fang Amver. The Spanish have the letter B, right? It's in Buenos Dias. Why would she not be able to pronounce Ember? I'm about to fucking blow this man's asshole out of his cheeks. Do you know what the Spanish word for Amber is?
Ámbar.
Why doesn't she just fucking call her Amber? Why does she call him Amvar?
Ámbar. Ámbar.
The word exists in Spanish! Fuck! Could you not be bothered to throw the word into Google Translate for 2 seconds? Holy shit! Oh! Like, I know it's a minor fucking detail, but it's the kind of shit that matters! That makes you look sexy! nothing sexy about shitting the goddamn bed after I took a shower. Now that would be a plot twist. Add-on gets together with Amber instead of Fong, and then she's just a vanishing scene from Shrek Forever After. Or fading, whatever it... And Fang is like, oh god, thank fucking god she's gone. Anna, you have any idea how much of a creep you are? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so goddamn pissed off about this Amber thing.
Ámbar. Ámbar.
Amber. Again. God, fuck! Oh! Yeah, she's my cousin. Oh, así que son primas. That's wonderful. I hope to have you around the gardening club from time to time, Amber. Amber. Hopefully not during school purification, as Fang often finds themselves in. Haha. Ho ho. Extreme Man, you really grew up in a different world, huh? It's like... You can't do that. You can't send her to purification. Well, what would they do in your timeline, Amber? Well, they would just beat the shit out of me and tear one of my teeth out and tell me to never do it again. Oh, is that any less, Amber? Oh, well, you know, you get out of it. You grow your teeth back, right? Everyone is like... I thought you were, like, still teething at 15! Amidst his laughter, someone else approaches. At first glance, it's a Limeroon Stegosaurus with a... How would you not... I mean, I guess she does know, like, 30 to 40-year-old Stella, so... Wearing a white shirt and jean shorts, needless to say, I already know who this is. Then how the fuck did you not just bring that up first? Why do you introduce her by shape? Auntie Stella. Morning, Rosa. And good morning to you, Sienna. I also know you. I know her well because she's the cool OC character that gets to kiss everyone. Even though it's a little weird for me to be kissing people. Stella wasn't even in the ending for us. Amber, I'm sorry. I'm not in the right ending. I don't think we know. Who's this? Even with her friends, Auntie Stella can't help but be socially stunted, can she? What the fuck are you talking about? She's just asking who you are. What the fuck do you mean she's socially stunted? This is a perfectly fine way to say hello. I can't believe she didn't immediately give me the secret handshake. What a fucking social retard. Jesus, Amver. Stella, this is Amber. She is Fang's cousin. She is good for, you know, lumbar support. Rosa introduced me to Stella, who gets all excited at the sudden mention of getting real close to me for some reason. Personal space. Come on, personal space. Would you like your fortune read? Huh? Stella's question makes me look at her in confusion, and behind her I can see Rosa shaking her head in exasperation. Oh, that's good. Sure. As soon as I give Stella confirmation, she backs off, pulls out a deck of cards out of somewhere. She fumbles around with it for a bit before spreading it before me. You're going to pick 3 cards. 1 for your past, 1 for the present, and 1 for your future. The first is past. Come on! I hesitantly grab a card from the deck. I said it before and I'll say it again. If they do a reading, I do a reading. Stella tries to give Ambrose a tarot reading, but because of the time travel thing, the cards just blew up in flames. I'd love that. I'd love that a lot. Take out my tarot cards. Sarah immediately starts sniffing Amber. Oh no! You're a furry in this universe! Ooh, get out of here! All right, which cards are we doing? We're doing the Sun, the Chariot, and the World. Of course, they're all major arcana because every fucking person who does this shit is a lazy fucking bastard. Can't even translate amber. God. I'm so fucking pissed at how lazy this guy is. The Chariot. The Sun. And Zavarudo. The card's just blue screen. Man, the day someone pulls the Fourth of Wands. Yeah, exactly. Let's see, the Sun. It's a very nice card. It's the sun. They're sunflowers. Those probably have symbolic meaning. It's a baby on a horse with a big fat tarp. They swinging around. Oh no, it's a spear with a banner on it, which implies conquest and success. But the sun is looking a little meh. Sun is like, I don't know. I think this child might not succeed at his goals in life. So I personally say you gotta keep moving forward. It's energy, man. You need that energy. Let's see. Material happiness, fortunate marriage, contentment. The same in a lesser sense if reversed. So basically, Amber's past is great. It makes sense. I mean, that child does look pretty happy. He's got a funny hat, too. I love kids that have funny hats. Upright Chariot. I like how the sun is not reversed or upright. It's just... So we got Upright Chariot. Chariot, we got a black and a white Sphinx. They got tits! There's a big guy in charge. It's kind of got that Emperor vibes. There's a grand city in the back. It is a chariot. You can see the wheels. Feels like a bit of a mysterious card. A card of confrontations, of being asked great questions with enigmatic answers. The time of trials and tribulations, where it may be hard to move forwards, because that chariot is made out of solid stone, man. Can you riddle me these questions, Thee? Let's see. Succor, Providence. Also war, triumph, presumption, vengeance, trouble, riot, quarrel, dispute, litigation, defeat. So basically, yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's a card of trying your best. And then we got Savarido, which is upside down, which is inertia, fixity, stagnation, and permanence. So we're already making it that she can't leave? That's lame. Conquest, stand ready for my... What does Stella have to say? Sun is happiness. She has control and determination. It's not really what the Chariot card's about. Like, both in how the Chariot card looks and what my little booklet is telling me, that's not really what the Chariot card's about. And finally, there's the upside down Savarudo. You must not rush it. Isn't, like, I just told you the reverse of the world is inertia, fixity, stagnation, permanence. Isn't the whole point of upside down world that you should be fucking trying? Like, the world upright is assured success, route, voyage, immigration, flight, a change of pace, things happening. The upside down is, hey, that shit ain't happening, try a little harder, you dumb fuck. So not only is this an only major arcana fucking reading, oh, we're doing the major arcana, it's a major arcana reading that doesn't even try. Fuck! Dude, this Fics sucks. It's not trying anything. Couldn't put on its own fucking shoes if its mom wasn't there to help it. God damn it! Fuck you! Shit! I'm actually legitimately pretty angry about this. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, you read a card in a way that it can't even be read, and then you read a card in reverse. Jesus Christ. Fuck off! I'm legit. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. What the fuck is Aqua de Jamaica? the fuck is sorrel? Whatever. I'm mad, man. I'm mad. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna clear my head because it's like what a hot dog shit chapter, man. What a hot dog shit chapter. Amber is places she shouldn't be. Everything goes her way like a fucking Mary Sue. The card reading is ass. The Amber name is dog shit. Like, what a fucking garbage chapter. Jesus. Such good momentum. And then this is what you decide to put out? You know, I welcome the crushing. Just crush Ember. Amber, crush her!